I've been a nurse for over 20 years and I still like it a lot. So I wouldn't change it. Been fly fishing for about 40 years. It takes my mind completely off of what I do for a living because it gets intense sometimes.
I do scuba diving, underwater photography. I will try and find something that somebody has never seen before. Wondering who I'm going to meet that day, what I'm going to see. That's what keeps me motivated.
I play golf. I carry a 5 handicap. Someone told me, they said, Lorianne, your vocation is golf and your avocation is work.
I have a lot of energy. I need to get out physically, and so when I do that, when I get to work, it helps me to focus.
My head gets into a completely different place when I'm playing my guitar. I can be stressed about something and I just sit down and the music just starts to flow. I was actually born at Multicare, so I did my student nursing there.
I love doing my flower beds. I have azaleas and annual flowers.
I can sew for hours. It relaxes me. At the end of it, you have this beautiful finished product.
I was combat medic for 9 years. I left the Army, I went back to college and became a respiratory therapist. My daughters are very proud of me because of the fact that I take care of little children.
I've done the Portland Marathon, Seattle Marathon, and Chicago Marathon. Multicare put me through my specialty training as well as they're putting me through the Master's in Healthcare Management degree program. I'm now learning how to manage a department.
Hopefully we're not viewed as just behind a counter counting pills, that we're out there dealing with patients, interacting with physicians, nurses, and making healthcare a safer place. Multicare has given us that opportunity in pediatrics, oncology. When I'm not at work, I go to the gym, be a stressful guy. I can just zone out in my own little world.
I feel as though I'm a trenches nurse. I want to be the one caring for the patient. Pediatrics is my first love. It's simply what I do and what I do well.
I never would have pursued a master's degree if it hadn't been for Multicare. They made it very easy. It's important in my job. I'm a new assistant nurse manager. I make a lot of quilts. I have a coworker who was recently diagnosed with cancer, so I made him a quilt, and all of us signed it and wrote get well sentiments for him.
There's opportunities of transferring, moving up. I started out as an on-call file clerk, then was hired as a medical receptionist, and I'm learning every day, and that's what's kept me going and kept me here.
I started out with Multicare as an administrative assistant and went to school while I worked at Multicare, and then went into nursing, which I love.
For us to be able to save more patients' lives, I mean, technology has to be utilized. I just like helping people with their problems, just having that joy of watching them smile and be excited when you enter the room, you know, like, oh my gosh, IT's here. Washington is a great state because there's a lot of golf courses around this general area. As soon as I get off work, go out and shoot a couple rounds and then head home.
We go snowshoeing, we've done skiing, we do a lot of hiking, take advantage of the snow and the mountains around the area. I was looking to work for a hospital where I could get a really diverse population and have the opportunities to do inpatient and outpatient if I so choose. Every day I run into a new challenge, which is nice because our department works so well together that we can kind of bounce ideas off of each other and you know, really work things out.
In the OR that we have here, we have such a really nice group of people. You can work anywhere, but if you have nice people to work with, it makes it worthwhile.
As far as my education plans, I'm pursuing a Master's in Healthcare Administration. Someday, instead of being the RN, I want to be the one running the hospital. I've been able to get a set schedule in my work environment, which has made getting the education a little bit easier and allowed me to be a daddy daycare on the days off.
Multicare has given me the opportunity to be a soccer dad. My unit manager has made my priorities in my life one of the priorities on the floor. It's important to my daughter. It's helped us bond.
Our schedule is actually very flexible because the patients are always in the hospital. So if I needed to come in a little bit early and leave a little bit early, I can do that. Or if I have to come in later and work a little bit later, I can do that as well. So it's really very flexible.
I love my job. I get to come to work every day, and I know that I'm one of the lucky ones that really like to come to work.